A new year, a new month, new films being released. To kick this off, I'll start with It, because I've already discussed it in the 2018 wrap-up, and I'm sure we've all heard enough about it by now. But that's part of why I want to talk about it. There seems to be something about this story of friends working together to overcome a cosmic evil that seems to have grabbed everybody. Much of its popularity is also no doubt due to the popularity of Stranger Things, which uses much of the same framework. On its own terms, though, I love It. The main failings, I'd say, come from the soundtrack consisting of loud bangs during scary moments, as if they weren't scary on their own terms. And it's a shame, because Bill Skarsgård's performance as Pennywise is so utterly disturbing in its toying childlike nature that the soundtrack risks undermining it. Still though, the connection between the kids and the visual strangeness of the scares makes it a wonderfully fantastical horror film with a strong emotional core. Next up, we have Mother. Now, I've been a fan of Darren Aronofsky's films since first seeing Requiem for a Dream, and I don't think his films are consistently great, but they are consistently interesting, and Mother is no exception to that. Audiences' response to the film was divisive. There was a lot of criticisms of the biblical subtext being too on the nose, which I would agree with if I didn't not agree with it. The religious themes in Mother are on the nose, yes, but the characters and situations are taken wholesale directly from the Bible. This stuff isn't subtext, it's just text. Regardless, Mother is an intense watch, if nothing else, and worth seeing, not completely on its own terms, but certainly for the discussions that you can have afterwards.
God help you.
This month we also have Kingsman, The Golden Circle. Now, I am, a big fan of the first Kingsman. It was a great spin on the genre tropes of classic spy films, wonderfully and deliberately over the top, charismatic characters, a progressive breakdown of classism, and I am a sucker for elaborate, well-choreographed fight scenes, so there's that too. Kingsman 2, though, I liked the ideas. There's some interesting stuff in there about drug use and lawfulness, but the main issue I had is that the first film was so great at twisting the genre, but the sequel fails, resulting in it being a typical sequel. Just bigger, louder, dumber, and worst of all, contrived, topped off with ham-fisted drama. I didn't hate it, but it steps over everything that made the prior film great.
Harry?
And finally, I want to talk about A Ghost Story. Now, I previously reviewed Ghost Story, and in that I didn't really get across how truly great I thought it was, which is my own failing. With that said though, only until recently when thinking about the film again did I realise how much I liked it. A film which primarily features a man in a white sheet with little eye holes, filmed in 4:3 to create a sense of smallness, intimacy and sentimentality, somehow manages to explore such vast themes of our emotions, of death, of our place in the universe. It's melancholic, it's touching, earnest, and cosmic, and also has a character eat a pie in one take for 7 minutes. To repeat my initial review, I'd highly recommend the film to anyone who has ever suffered the loss of someone close to them. Otherwise, I find it's best watched alone, during feelings of apathy, maybe even depression. You might come to understand some things a bit more. Now, in February we can look forward to some more good releases, but there is one in particular that I am dying to get my hands on.